Alright guys, just wanted to show you some work I'm doing on my ASH26 by CMPro. Been working on the ESC here. This is the progress so far. Working on the ESC and motor bench testing today. And we got a YEP 40 amp brushless ESC with 5.5 volts at 5 amp SBC, and doing some timing changes and things here just on my bench test. And one of the things I ran into is I didn't feel like my braking was working, and so you can see neutrally it just spins free. Well, that's what it was doing, and I said, it doesn't seem like, by the way, I've got this thing really well balanced out and square, so it's a lot better there. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how this works. So you take your ESC, you plug it into the programming card. Now you do need a programming card to do some of the features on the ESCs, but it's, I don't know, it's probably worth it because it's going to be a complicated menu structure without having this programming card. So we're going to plug it in. Our voltage is getting lower. Radio throttle cuts on, throttle stick. Okay, so here's the problem you'll run into. You have to, once that thing initiates, normally you wouldn't do this with props, blades on, but I've got it all mounted to the bench. I've been doing bench testing all day. Brake. Okay, so we're in timing right now. You got to move down and then back up to see what the timing is. It's at 30, I guess. Cutoff type is slow down for LiPo at a cutoff voltage of 2.5 to 3.2. Okay, fine. Cells not set, not set. Special functions, auto timing. If you send this, it's gonna set up the auto timing. Okay, so you press enter, it does auto timing. If you use this, it'll say beep short. Okay, so it's a test. Reverse, stop. That's where you would set your throttle stick. That's why you're hooked up through your receiver. Okay, throttle cuts on, full speed. You would take your throttle stick, you'd move it all the way up, and you would set that by pressing the enter key here. That tells the ESC where your top of stroke is. You can set that below the top of stroke if you wanted, I guess. Then brake. You see that? You have to set the brake point. Otherwise this thing won't brake. That's why I was having problems. So I'm going to go back up here in my settings to show you what the braking. It's at middle. Okay, so we'll show you what that looks like. And you don't need to do any special settings. You just unplug it when you're done. I want to show you what middle looks like now that I've got it working. It's a pretty significant amount of braking. Okay, so we're into our throttle channel. Throttle cut is on, plugged in. Wait for the beeps. Throttle cuts off. There's another little bit here. Okay, so there it goes. As you can see, we're really well balanced now on the actual spinner. Okay, so we'll run that up. There's full throttle. And that thing stops it really quick. And remember, this is middle. Full throttle. And off. And I have to pull these out just to make sure we don't hit. Okay, so I'm going to show you full throttle and cut. So it's definitely stopping it quickly. Nothing's hot, by the way. Okay, so now we're going to throttle cut. We're going to power this down. We're going to go back into the programming setup by plugging this in with the brown wire to your right. If you plug it in backward, it doesn't hurt it. It's got protection in there. I already did that on accident once, which is pretty sad. That's what happens when you do stuff a bunch. More likely to make a stupid mistake. Okay. Alright, very good. So everything's started. You can see the dance on the lights. Okay, so we're going to walk down. We're going to change this to hard. Enter. Okay, now we're going to power down. Switch leads. Not probably my best, most favorable. I'm not crazy about the way you have to unplug it, but whatever. It is what it is. It's what it takes to do it. Plug it in. Throttle cut is on. Wait for everything to start. Listen for the beeps. Okay, now guys, this is with hard braking. I just want to show you how strong it is. So, throttle cut is off. Full throttle. And there's our braking. You see how quick that is, guys? It's like instantaneous. And look, if I try to spin it, doesn't make it very far. Full throttle. And nothing. Okay, so what that's going to do is that'll snap those things into the side of the composite plane. So I don't want that. So I'm going to shut this off. We're going to switch over to a programming card. And what we're going to do is we're going to switch the braking to smooth this time. Throttle cut's on. Okay, smooth. That's what we want. Okay, so now that's done with the initiation, let's change this to smooth. Send it. Power it down. Unplug the ESC output. Unplug the programming cable. Plug it back into your receiver. Lay this aside. Make sure it's out of the wind path. Okay, throttle cut's on. Throttle cut's off. Full throttle. Cut. I would say that that's smooth, but it's still not going to let the thing spin. Okay, so full throttle. Plenty good to cut the blades back. You can see it's already trying to do it. I think that's plenty good. You're less likely to catch something on the way to a stop. So we're going to leave it at that. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of that, guys, with these ESCs. A little bit different than I'm used to. So that's about it, guys. Keep tuned in for more on the the ASH26. It's going to be awesome. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.